Hello everyone, welcome to MASA Military. Leaked confidential documents from the U.S. Department of Defense show that Ukraine air defense missiles are running out. The United States and its allies have been working hard to provide Ukraine with various Western air defense weapons in recent months. The U.S. Department of Defense details each of Ukraine's air defense systems and their ammunition stockpiles. At the top of the table are Ukraine's most important air defense weapons, the S-300P and S-300V, both of which are missiles from the former Soviet Union. Ukraine has 25 sets of S-300P, while Poland provided 3 sets, and Ukraine also has 3 sets of S-300V. In total, Ukraine has 31 sets of S-300 systems. But how many missiles are left for the S-300 systems? Only 476 in total, and Ukraine needs to launch 200 missiles every month. This means that Ukraine's S-300 missiles can only last for 2.5 months. By mid-May, the missiles will have been depleted. Another short-range missile, the Buck, has 50 sets of systems. But with 113 missiles left, Ukraine needs to launch 67 Buck missiles every month. They are not expected to last through the end of April. And with 67 sets of the SA-8 missile system, only 24 missiles are left. Ukraine can only rely on the aged S-125 missile system, which still has 698 missiles left, and launches 33 missiles each month. These are expected to last throughout the conflict. In another table indicating mapped deployment throughout Ukraine, the first image shows the current air defense situation. Most cities have air defense systems. However, the second image shows air defense systems in mid-May, where numerous red dots appear, indicating a shortage of ammunition for those air defense weapons. Except for the Kiev region, which is still fully covered by the air defense system, those parts of Ukraine have insufficient air defense firepower. This chart shows the estimated date when various air defense missiles in Ukraine will be depleted. Among them, the SA-10 will be exhausted on May 23rd, and the SA-11 will be depleted on April 23rd. Soviet air defense missile systems used by Ukraine, such as the S-200 and S-300, are mostly located and manufactured in Russia, making it difficult for Ukraine to obtain them anywhere else. If the inventory of missiles is depleted, Ukraine's air defense weapons will become scrap metal. The United States has distributed this information to allies, hoping they can provide further assistance to Ukraine as soon as possible. The American DoD suggestions can be summarized into 3 points. The first is to hope that Allied countries provide Soviet-era ammunition, such as SA-11 missiles. However, there are not many Western countries that still deploy Russian air defense missiles. Countries like Slovakia and Poland are already doing their best to help Ukraine and may have already provided their own stockpiles to Ukraine. The second suggestion is to call Allied countries to provide Western air defense missile systems as soon as possible. The third is to advise Ukraine to adopt changing tactics to help hold out until May or June when Western air defense systems arrive in large quantities. The 3 solutions provided by the United States, such as searching for remaining air defense missiles from other Eastern European countries, can only alleviate the immediate crisis and are not a long-term solution. The third suggestion, deceiving Russia tactically, is only a delay. The only long-term solution for Ukraine is to fully westernize its air defense system. The United States and NATO have followed this path as well. The U.S. has already provided 2 sets of the Norwegian Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System, NASAMS, to Ukraine, along with 107 AIM-120B missiles. The AIM-120B is an older model in the AIM family, but the U.S.'s continued supply of them shouldn't be a problem. The only issue is that the number of NASAMS systems currently provided to Ukraine is too small, with only 2 systems deployed. However, in NATO's current plans, the U.S. also plans to deliver an additional 6 NASAMS systems to Ukraine. Norway will provide 2 sets, and Canada will provide 1. Which means that Ukraine will have a total of 11 NASAMS air defense systems in the next 1 to 2 months. Ukraine is very fond of using the NASAMS system. Currently, 2 sets have been deployed, launching 40 missiles per month, with each set firing 20 missiles. The S-300 is the most widely used system in Ukraine, with 31 deployed systems that launch 200 missiles per month, averaging only 6 to 7 missiles fired per system. The Buck missile system fires even fewer missiles, with a total of 50 systems deployed, firing an average of only 2 missiles per system. The rest of Ukraine's missile systems are only occasionally used. It can be said that NASAMS is the most frequently used weapon in Ukraine. Why does Ukraine rely so much on the US for NASAMS air defense systems? A very important reason is its high interception success rate. In October 2022, Reuters reported that U.S. Defense Secretary Austin said at a press conference that the NASAMS air defense system intercepted Russian missiles with a 100% success rate that day. In October 2022, Russia carried out massive airstrikes against Ukraine. In the following days, Ukraine's missile interception rate reached 55% or even more than 60%. However, after the NASAMS system arrived in Ukraine and was widely used, Ukraine's intercept rate greatly improved. Let's look at some figures from this year. On January 26, Ukrainian Chief of Staff Zaluzhny said that Ukraine had successfully intercepted 47 out of 55 missiles that day, with an interception success rate of 85%. On February 10, a Reuters news report stated that Ukraine had intercepted 61 out of 71 missiles launched by Russia that day, with an interception success rate of 86%. So, we can see that when Ukraine faces slower Russian cruise missiles, its intercept rate has improved significantly compared to last year, mainly due to the introduction of NASAMS missiles and supporting radars. In addition to the NASAMS system, the US will also provide Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine. Ukrainian military personnel have received related training in the US between January 16 and March 27. According to the documents, 1 Patriot missile launch battery and 6 launchers have already arrived in Ukraine on March 14. The US will also provide 6 more launchers in the future. A Patriot missile battery usually includes 6 to 8 launchers, meaning that the US plans to provide 2 complete Patriot missile batteries to Ukraine. In addition, Germany has provided Ukraine with an IRIS-T air defense system and plans to provide 5 more. The IRIS-T system has a range of up to 40 kilometers, costs 140 million euros, and is a mid-range air defense system for NATO. The system is actually a ground-to-air version of the IRIS-T air-to-air missile, mainly with an enlarged body to increase its range. The system can use IRIS-T SLS short-range and IRIS-T SL mid-range missiles, uses a mechanical scanning 4x128 element antimony indium infrared imaging seeker, and is equipped with an advanced signal processing system. Germany delivered the IRIS-T SLM system to Ukraine in October 2022. Italy will also provide a SAMP-T missile system, which is the land-based version of the Aster 30 missile that we are familiar with, on May 1. It can simultaneously target 16 different targets, and has a range of 100+ kilometers for aircraft and 30 to 35 kilometers for missiles. Meanwhile, the US and Spain will provide about 30 Hawk surface-to-air missile system. It has a range of 40 kilometers and uses a relatively outdated semi-active radar guidance system. The British have already provided 22 Starstreak short-range air defense systems and will provide another 5 in April. The US has supported 6 Avenger short-range air defense systems, and another 6 will be delivered soon. Ukraine is like a phoenix reborn in the flames of war. From a military perspective, Ukraine was completely equipped with Soviet equipment before the war, and through this war, its air defense system has been completely replaced with Western weapons. The army is also equipped with Western Challenger 2 and Leopard 2 tanks, and mostly uses 155mm howitzers. The entire military system and training are also conducted entirely by NATO instructors and according to NATO standards. The entire Ukraine will become more westernized, both economically and politically, through this war. After the war, we may see a different Ukraine than before. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe and support MASA Military. See you next time.